The Heart of Bucks Auto Show was originally started by the JCs and the Lions as a collaborated effort, and the JCs have since taken over the whole show. We have been running it. This is our 20th anniversary. The history is that basically it was brought about to raise funds for local charities. Each year we change from one charity to another, but they're always local within the Bucks County area. This past year and this year, the money all the proceeds have gone to Today Incorporated, which is a drug and alcohol rehabilitation outfit in Newtown.
This is a 1924 Model T Touring. It was sold in 1924 for $280. And average speed with it is about 35 to 40 miles an hour. Then on the floorboards, C is a clutch, R is the center one, which is reverse, and B is a foot brake. And above that on the windshield is a hand-operated windshield wiper. You drive with one arm when you're on rainy days.
This is a basic Model T Ford, and what makes it interesting, it's the last series. The Model T Fords ran from 1904 to 1927. So we're getting down to the last of the Model Ts. This is a 1926. What's interesting about the particular car, Henry Ford made a statement at one time. He said, "I'll give you a Ford in any color as long as it's black." When his sales started to fall off around 1925, I guess it was, he went to colors. He wanted to make the Model T pretty and hold on to that series because they made so many million of Model T Fords. So he went to colors such as a Windsor Maroon, which this car is. He went to a green, a gray, along with his black series.
This is an early 1930 Model A Ford. It was the beginning of Henry Ford's attempt to go into a semi-luxury car. The earlier cars were T's and they were very, very plain. This car had options on it that weren't available earlier in time. With this particular model, they created a lot of the terms that we have today. For instance, it had parking lights, which had to be left on all night whenever you parked in Philadelphia or in New York City to make sure no horses would run into it at night. And that's where we got our expressions, parking lights. It had the trunk that you would pack at home and attach to the back of the car, and when you got to your hotel or wherever you were going, they would take the trunk off the car and put it back into your hotel room, and that's where the expression trunk came from. In 1930, most of the vehicles came without door locks. For a cost of $1.85, you could have a lock mounted in the passenger side, because at that time it was against the law to enter a car from the driver's side. You were only allowed to enter a car from the pavement, which was on the passenger side. So they only put a lock on the passenger side.
I represent the National Hot Rod Association as a volunteer. They've been doing programs for some time with youth, trying to get kids involved in racing, either as a driver or, more importantly, as media operations, tech graphics. There are so many jobs in motorsport today for children. We have a drawing card. I think almost any boy in America is going to have an interest there. And from judging today, several young ladies as well have come by with an interest in racing and motorsports and the careers that go with them. All we're trying to do is reach out and tell kids we have things available. I'm part of scouting. Within scouting, we have programs for kids. We're trying to get the Boy Scouts of America nationally to recognize that racing is not just an unsafe sport, but there are factions within racing where a kid can have a good time and learn something.
This is a 1944 Deluxe convertible, and it was $850 when it was new. And I taken the car and restored it. It was in pretty good shape when I got it. I'm a member of the early Ford V8 Club of America. It was founded in 1963, and this is one of the early V8s. This is a flathead V8, and they run from 1932 to 1953.
This car gets the Walter B. Rutherburn Trophy of Excellence.
Well, this is an outgrowth of two companies, the Willys company and the Overland company. They merged and became Willys Overland. And of course, it's a Jeepster, which followed World War II, where they were from the Jeep, which was used extensively in that war as an all-purpose vehicle, and of course has quite a famous history. If you look real carefully, you can see that fender construction and the grille on the front are identical to the World War II Jeep that was used.
This was our 20th anniversary. We had a good showing this year. We had over 100 cars here on the field both days this year, and we had some good weather. And I know we had a lot of people coming through the gate, and I think everybody had a pretty good time. Basically, the event is growing in size, and I think we're doing a pretty good job showing them what the JCs can do and what a good quality car show is like.